I don't know if there's anyone who has been listening to my podcast episodes and has been looking forward to the day when I will talk about love. Well, you are in the right place and your prayers have been answered. But before we start this service, I welcome you all in the name of the Lord to Treasured Monologues. I don't know if you know by now that you and in you have a purpose. If you don't know, again, you're in the right place. So please subscribe and turn on all post notifications and pin this podcast to everything pinnable because you would need it. Back to love, right? First of all, I'm not even going to talk deeply about love because I'm going to talk about love, but at the same time, this is not going to be like tips on love or anything. It's just a side of love that I have thought about and I have pondered upon. So I think I will just give my 2 cents about it. So I believe in some levels of a pragmatic approach to relationships, especially when it comes to your life's journey. I feel like you need to use your head and not your heart. You know, when people are saying, don't love with your heart, don't love with your head, use your head. In a way, I subscribe to that, and hear me out. Please hear me out and understand why I subscribe to that. I subscribe to that because I feel that you would eventually use your heart one way or the other. Like, there's no way you will not use your heart. Except if you don't have any form of humanity, you don't even know how to feel at all. In that case, I'm not talking to you. You're not in the right place. But at the end of the day, you will use your heart regardless. So how about you use your head to enter the love or enter the relationship? Then you use your heart to remain in it. So you can't really just depend on your heart when you are starting out or when you are at the beginning of love. You have to use your head. You have to be pragmatic about whatever relationship you are entering into. When you've been able to justify all your decisions, you can now use your heart confidently and you know that you are not in any way deceiving yourself. Now, when I'm saying using your head, I'm not talking about playing games, so no, we don't do that here. It's more about being rational and, like I said, pragmatic about your decisions. So in your journey of life, you have a plan, you have a destination, you have a direction, you have goals, you have dreams, and you are following it. You need to make sure that when it comes to the matters of love, everything fits into your destination, basically. I'm a firm believer in people who are going the same direction, finding themselves. Because some things that you cannot explain to some people. I think the problem we have in our generation now is that we are trying to over-explain everything. We are trying to make everybody buy into our mindsets, our thought processes. We are always inside one argument or the other. Hello. If you find somebody that shares your perspectives, it's easier to do life with that person. So everybody has different thought processes. They have different exposures to life. And you probably wouldn't be able to convince everybody. And like I said, not everybody in the entire world will be on the same page. I'm a firm believer in loving or marrying who know your road, basically. So, for example, you can't be going to Paris and then follow somebody that is going to Australia. I was going to say Surulere, but please, let's be international here. let's speak it into existence. So yeah, you can't be going to Paris and then you're following someone that's going to Australia. I mean, that is completely out of your roots. If you're going to Paris, if you know your destination is Paris, you need to follow the person that's going to Paris. If you know your destination is Australia, you need to follow the person that's going to Australia. If you know your destination is Cotonou, you need to follow the person that is going to Cotonou. So I think my mantra when it comes to love and purpose is love who know your road. If you use your heart and love the person that is going to Australia, then people will not start struggling to be compatible when you could actually have just loved the person that was going to Paris. So there are people deep down in your heart that you know you cannot follow. Some people were going to Paris and they met somebody that was going to Australia and they left everything, father and mother, and all their load, and they followed the person that's going to Australia. I mean, it's love. Love can do anything. Or the person that was going to Australia left everything and followed the person that was going to Paris. It happens. At the end of the day, the two of you are actually going the same direction. That is my point. That's what matters. But then you just know deep down inside there are some people that you can never follow. The two of you can never even go in the same direction. So when your stomach begins to nurture those butterflies, you have to now use your head by opening the door for them to fly away. Because you know that the two of you cannot go the same route. You just know that everything is different. So this is my opinion about using your head when it comes to love and purpose. Especially like when you have gotten to a point where you know your purpose, you know what gives your life meaning, you know the assignments you have, right? You know what you've been called to do. You just know your destination. It makes things easier. You just know the kind of person that you are not compatible with, basically. Now, as much as I've talked about love and I've talked about it in a two people way, this also applies to friendships, right? A lot of times when we have friendship breakups or when we have issues one here and there, it's because sometimes we're incompatible with those friends. We just knew that these people were on a different path, or on a different path as well. We had different belief systems. We had different destinations. We had different understandings about life. So it's easier to do life with people that are going your direction. So that's the thing. I'm 100% a firm believer, especially that for people that are into ministry, right? Into ministry, it's good to love the person that is going in your direction, because I hear how people are incompatible in that area. You know, I've heard of real life stories where a couple had a divorce because one of them was really into ministry and the other was like, you know what, I can't take this, and then they left. Or maybe the partner is just stringing along. Because if you're doing ministry, you're up and doing, and the partner is really struggling to be following you to be up and doing. And this used to be the story for years. I know growing up, I used to hear it a lot. I never really questioned it, but it was just the norm. Now, growing up into a teenager and an early adult, I just used to wonder, like, why is that? Why can't you just marry somebody that you know from the get-go subscribes to ministry and is even doing ministry with you? Some people, they say, oh, I don't want to marry a pastor, or I don't want to... Okay, fine, don't marry a pastor. And pastors too as well. Don't marry... Just marry the person that wouldn't be... people are forced into that pastor's wife office or Mommy Gio's office, and they have to painfully live in it even when they don't enjoy it. But from the beginning, if that was even where you were going to, if that was your direction, and then you meet somebody who is also going that direction, you're going to ease into it happily. It might be a lot. It might be a lot of efforts, a lot of virtue being given out, but you're not going to see it from a point of, oh my God, this is a lot. I don't think I'm compatible with this. I don't think I'm able to do this. I don't think I'm fit for this. You won't see it from that perspective. You will see it as, yes, I'm being fulfilled. I'm blessing lives, because from the beginning, that's where you were going to. So yeah, love who know your road. If generally in life you follow who know your road, right? You want to follow people because they're the most intelligent in the class, because you want to pass your exams. You want to follow people in your company who are good, who do the work very well, because they're going to influence you to be the best versions of yourself. And in basically almost every area of your life, you want to kind of get close to people that are better than you, or people that know how to do things well. So if in life you want to follow the person that knows your road, or they say follow who know road, then when it comes to love, you should actually love who know your road. What kind of pigeon is that? But yeah, just love the person that is going in your direction. I think this is the part of using your head and being pragmatic about love. So it's not like you are going and then you're saying, oh, I get married. Okay, come. You're not getting married. Okay, go. I feel like automatically, if we are focused on our journey, we'll definitely meet people that are going our way. Definitely, we'll meet people that are also not going our way. But that is why I started with using your head and not using your heart. So there's some people that you just know. They say love conquers all. They say, don't worry, our love is strong enough. When we get into the marriage, we'll know how to do it. Sometimes it's not always like that. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, right? Because from the beginning, you people were not even going in the same direction. Different mindsets, different goals. I mean, you are probably somebody who is thinking about meaning, about life's meaning, about purpose and whatnot. And then you marry somebody who doesn't even care about that. But you marry somebody who thinks that we don't have a purpose on this earth. Everybody's just here to exist and live and die. That is, I mean, some people might be easy to convince, or you might be easy to convince. One person must give, because marriage is a lifetime thing, right? So how do you deal with that situation? It's just easier to fall in love with somebody who is already on your route. Yeah. My point is, when you're thinking about love, the same way you think about every other thing, you think about your job, you think about your friends, you think about the kind of decisions you're making, and then before you take that step, you ask yourself, does this align with what I want? Even when maybe you want to switch jobs, you don't just jump into any job. You ask yourself, is this what I want for this next phase of my life? Does the pay match what I want to earn? Is this industry relevant to what I currently do? Is it a job that can accommodate my transferable skills? You don't just stand up and change jobs. You have these conversations with yourself, because you understand that you have a life and these things must fit into your life. Now, if you can do that for our jobs, if you can do that for maybe a friend, for accommodation, for basically almost every decision we make, then why can't we do that for love, which is even one of the most important things? Because the person you're married person for life. The person can make or mar your journey, can make or mar your life, right? So yeah, this is what I have to say about love. Definitely it wasn't lovey-dovey rosy. It was more rational and more, more calculative. Yeah, that's the word. But at the same time, it's also very important and very essential that we follow, or we are on the same page with the person that we fall in love with. And like I said, if you already know that this person is just a no-no, the person is entirely out of where you are going to, at the moment where your heart is trying to go ahead of you to start loving, I think it's easier to quench it then, to use your head to quench it then. Because if you use your head to fall in love, at the end of the day, you still use your heart. Our hearts never really take permission from us. They just find a way to love. So use your head, make the decisions the same way you would make any other decisions, any other life decisions. Use your head to make decisions about love, and your heart will definitely align along the way. Thank you for listening to this point. Remember that you are a treasured light of the world, a light of the world who needs love, but at the same time needs to make wise and smart decisions about love. And remember that God has great plans for you.